the boy simply tossed the ball at the demon's feet. From then on, his life underwent earth-shaking changes, simply because Meguro Fukuzo especially likes human cubs. Compared to adults full of desires, children are truly pure, so he kindly played with these kids. Unexpectedly, the devil is so skilled at tricks. However, because he looks suspicious, Meguro Fukuzo was chased away by the mom group, and the leader even wanted to call the police. But at the moment the woman dialed the phone, Meguro Fukuzo had already disappeared without a trace. Later, after getting ice cream, the child accidentally bumped into the passing Meguro Fukuzo. The mother Naoko quickly apologized, saying she would definitely compensate, but Meguro Fukuzo didn't care at all. During their casual chat, Meguro Fukuzo learned that the person who wanted to call the police was the landlord of the mom group. She usually loved stirring up trouble, like forcing the school to change the spring outing location, or banning machi pounding in the community. Moreover, as long as she sent a message in the group, the other mothers had to reply immediately. Otherwise, they would be kicked out of the apartment by the landlord. A mother was once driven away like this before. Meguro Fukuzo asked if she had ever thought about organizing a resistance. Naoko quickly refused the proposal. She didn't want to lose this apartment she had finally rented. Now, as long as the landlord was in a good mood, she could continue to live a stable life, and Meguro Fukuzo decided to fulfill Naoko's wish. He would keep the landlord in a good mood forever. The next day, the landlord happily told the mom group that all her suggestions had been adopted. The machi pounding activity in the community was changed to a poetry recital. The school also changed the spring outing location. At this time, everyone in the mom group echoed her, praising her so much that the landlord was overjoyed. Naoko asked if Meguro Fukuzo was behind all this. In response, Meguro Fukuzo said he hadn't done anything. Naoko felt that life had been much easier lately. If it went back to the way it was before, she might not be able to hold on, so she begged Meguro Fukuzo to keep the landlord in a happy mood forever. A few days later, the landlord put forward some more suggestions. She transformed the cafe into a self-service restaurant, then converted one of the elevators into a fast elevator exclusively for high floors. The members of the mom group immediately echoed and praised her. Naoko also agreed with them, but the landlord still had one trouble that hadn't been resolved. And that's you, Naoko. Because Naoko's child always runs in the corridor. So to ensure the peaceful life of the apartment, we have to ask you to leave. The other mothers also nodded repeatedly. After all, they chose to stay out of it since it didn't concern them. Naoko was somewhat devastated. She had already done so much, but in the end, she still had to be driven away.